Right, so as for the I Like You Cut G series, I eventually started adding lore to the series after part 2. So in other words, what started as Slap to the Head in part 1 and an epic training montage in part 2, where I tried to get my revenge against my sister because she gave me the slap in the head in part 1 and I lost the battle. Yeah, that became an awesome showdown backstory reveal. Oh, right, that's right. In part 3, me and my sister had an epic slap battle showdown where none of us were holding back anymore. And it was just pure chaos. Us running around the map, slapping each other to the head. Until it turns out the real villain was Peter Griffin all along because all of this was a coma dream. And in other words, he was the one who started the coma because he was the one who gave me a slap to the head. And yeah, in part 4, I would eventually face Peter Griffin face to face, slapping him in the head, and kind of ending the story there. It never really got a follow-up, sadly. In fact, I would have loved to retell the story entirely, really. Alas, I ended the series at part 4, and never quite followed up on it afterwards. There was originally going to be an I Like You Cut G movie, however my sister simply didn't have any interest to work on one. Therefore, it'd be really hard for me to just make one on my own when there's no one to slap with. Plus the game, I Like You Cut G kind of became dead anyways. So, unfortunately, I Like You Cut G movie was scrapped. Honestly, I really miss my Roblox video arc. Perhaps I could consider making a Roblox video or two with my friends, but it's really unfortunate that I've lost my iPad. Therefore, I can't really record especially, but, you know, I can still use my phone right now, and that doesn't really hurt, but I'll get to how I lost my iPad in a bit later, not now. So, continuing onwards beyond my I Let You Cut G arc, I eventually made many videos about Roblox Piggy and Obbies, and they were really fun to make, honestly. Heck, it was around that period of time where I met Jonathan, Wathan, and Adam. These goobers from week 6, goofy axolotl dude, astronaut dude, depressed emo dude. Their personalities are kind of the opposite in real life, though. You see, Jonathan, I met him back in 5th grade, same as Adam. Both of us, no, all 3 of us, were class monitors in the same class. And yeah, their personalities are quite different now. As for Wathan, well, his mom knows my dad, so I've known him like way back since, I don't know, 4th grade or 3rd grade. And yeah, for their current designs or past designs, depends, because, you know, technical takeover kind of hops around timelines. Jonathan is gonna be a crook. Bro smokes. Ew. And Adam, he's gonna have a cool scarf. Kind of based off his Roblox OC, I guess. And Wathan is gonna have a downgrade, because bro's gonna kind of be based off his in real life character instead of astronaut dude. This is meant to be the future, by the way. And these two, their lores have now been changed, and this is done when they were teenagers, and this is them grown up, and this is bro as a kid, because I know him way back, you know. And I remember myself gradually getting an interest in Friday Night Funkin' around 2021. Heck, before I played Friday Night Funkin', I used to rely on Funky Friday, a Roblox experience, to play the songs. There was a period in time where I thought the Woody Week was a week 5. I was so wrong about that. I practically knew nothing about Friday Night Funkin's lore when I first discovered Funky Friday. Thanks to my sister, I must say, those were the good old memories of me and my sister playing the demo version of Funky Friday. That was peak, trust me. Back then, the map wasn't even close to what it resembles now. In fact, most people might not even know about that map. Like, back then it was just a freaking highway, and that's it. I remember role-playing as the skins, having absolutely no idea who or what they were. Like Sarvente from Midnight Masses, or Tricky from Versus Tricky. Yeah, you get me. I eventually watched the full Friday Night Funkin' gameplay videos by Community Game himself on YouTube, finally understanding how the game works. Then I headed to Game Theory to understand the lore of Friday Night Funkin'. Yo, fun fact, my dad thought Friday Night Funkin' stood for Fun and Friends, because of an old platform we used to kind of watch, learn, and answer questions with in school. It had 48 levels in total. Good old times. I remember being jump scared by that Albert the Owl boing incorrect buzzer sound effect, because boy it was sure loud. And I remember being really sensitive to those those noises, let's just say, or loud sounds, and I really disliked Rust or glue, I'm not saying all of this, bro, this filler. Oh, and these memories, yeah, they sure flip my head. Silly moments like these are irreplaceable. The more you grow, the less memory you have of them. So, from 2011 to 2026, now is my 15th birthday. Quite a milestone to hit for me, not gonna lie. It's not often I recall all of this and jot it all down. So hey, maybe if I forget about this all one day, I'd have this to rely on. But, oh, now we're back here. Before I continue on with the story of how my YouTube channel started to grow, I'd love to mention my sister actually let me borrow her YouTube channel. Okay, I kind of stated this from the last video, but oh my goodness. Yeah, my drawing skills, honestly, were pretty bad back then. Like, I could only draw Stickman really horribly. Then I kind of upgraded to doing Mario. Then from Mario, I learned how to draw Roblox figures. And yeah, okay, end of video. And the biggest slice of yo-yo cake goes to Savina. Here, take it. You deserve it. Yummy. Aw, good girl. Alright, guys. If you didn't know, it's actually my birthday today. Which, you know, I figured I'd actually take this opportunity and explain my YouTube channel overall. So basically, no, there's not gonna be much photos or drawings to refer to, but it's supposed to be just be me talking. But yeah, as you can see, this is my Roblox OCs. That right there is Summoners 2, the original. Now you might be asking me, but Aiden, I thought Summoners 1 is the original. 1 comes before 2, right? Well, not really, because my sister actually had her old Roblox username as Summoners, and I kind of misspelled that and added a 2 there. And that kind of became my own style. So I kind of just, you know, when I lost Summoners 2, the original account, due to a hacker, I kind of just made my next account Summoners 1, because, you know, yeah, I kind of never made 1 anyways, and my sister kind of changed her Roblox username anyways, so yeah. I even made an alternate account to Summoners 1 too, called Summoners 2 version 2. It's like in honor of the original. I kind of died. Rest in peace, Summoners 2. But yeah, enough about that. Here's what you need to know. So the original ALJu channel is in fact dead. Now, reason being, I no longer have the device, you know, my iPad, that has the ALJu account. I kind of just lost everything, which is why I'm on this new account, the ALJu account, for anyone wondering. Yeah, I started ALJu like 5 years ago, back in 2020 during the pandemic. I was bored, and thus I started recording like these funny looking Roblox videos, me completing hobbies and whatnot, Roblox Payee, and soon enough, the hit FNF mod versus Imposter version 4 dropped, and I was like, yo, I kind of like this. And then there's this one guy called Yosinto, who had a lot of views, and it was basically just, you know, Boiling Point, but the old version, and bro just drew a Maroon Parasite, but I could draw this better. Yeah. So yeah, this is a Maroon Parasite over here. Yeah, the old version specifically, and yeah, because there were so many views back in the day, I was like, man, I want to expand my YouTube channel, but I basically had nothing. I kind of just stole this brother's video, and Tin Can, his friend, came in. He was like, hey, you can't do that. That's just stealing it. What's the point of even making the video anyways? I'm like, oh, right, my bad. And yeah, from then on, I made my own art. And from these arts, right, as you can see, yeah, although it does have interpretation of my Among Us OC, kind of stealing it, I still haven't developed my Among Us OC at that time yet. It's not until later on. So this is just an interpretation of me kind of drawing all of these. And it's not until I met this guy called Mr. Yushvin. You might see him in like multiple of my videos. Back in 2023, there's this cool video by his friend Nate, the crewmate, called Double Kill, but Double Kill version 2, but Red and Green sings it. And Yushvin was like, yo, can I help make this playable? And Nate was like, sure. Yushvin was like, wait, I don't have sprites. I was like, yo, maybe I could help. And Yushvin was like, okay, but who are you? I'm like, oh, basically I'm just this fanboy back from Versus Imposter version 2. I kind of just do arts and stuff now, cause yeah. And Yushvin was like, okay, bet, dap me up. I was like, yippee. But only problem was, I didn't have Discord back then, so I was just communicating through YouTube. Therefore, I didn't even have sprites to begin with. It was just paper doodles, and I kind of just made an unlisted video and sent to a Yushman. But the unlisted video got deleted by YouTube, so Yushman never even got the video, which is kind of sad. And Yushman kind of just made the video with Nate by himself anyways, so yeah, there's that. Afterwards, one day I was just scrolling through Yushman's YouTube, and suddenly I see a Yushman beefing with Razzle Dazzle's friend named the Electro, which I haven't drawn here because yeah, too lazy to draw. But basically, as you can see, there is drama going on, and originally I actually tried defending a Yushman from ALJu, saying, hey, stop attacking Yushman or I'm gonna roast you. He was like, okay, bet, bro. What do you have against me? And Razzle was like, stop, how could you? I was like, oh, what? And Yushman was like, and basically Razzle kind of convinced me that, oh, Yushman is evil. And I was like, oh, okay. And Bud invited me to Discord, even though we were underage. We were like 12 back then. And Yushman is kind of just sitting there like, oh, hell no. Cause then, a few months later, the great plan starts, the anti-Yushman plan. Or basically, I kind of, run errands for Razzle Dazzle, who, by the way, would occasionally go offline from Discord. And I was like, grrr, Yushman, you blah, 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 and tried to distract him, and Yushman would just kind of just stay there, be like, bro, shut up. And kind of just be like, bro, this guy is annoying. And then his friend was like, man, what does bro have against you? And I was just like, bro, you hurt her feelings, grr. You stole someone's Among Us character, grr. But, flash forward to a few months, and somehow, when this Diddy Blood was AFK from Discord, she and Yushman became friends, which the original plan was she's gonna fake being friends with him. But nope, they actually became friends. I was like, wait, what? And Blood actually scolded me for attacking Yushman, even though I was following her plan. I was like, what the fuck? And basically, yeah, more beef and stuff. But in the end, after a long, long while, this is very brief, by the way, it does not really cover all of the history, but it's basically just, yeah, flash forward recap. After a long period of time, me and Yushman kind of low-key became homies, and me and bro are like, hey, what's good, bro? Sorry about that. And low-key, looking back at this, dude, Yushman wasn't even evil, bro. So, like, all of this is stupid. But yeah, me and him now friends, and Razzle is dead. No, not really. She kind of just abandoned Discord. And her fandom, some still be loyal, still standing. Some others, they're kind of just dead. Like KK Mogus, dead. And me and Yushman be like, oh man, they dead. So during this period of time back in 2024, right? This is a 2024. I also create a mod called Red Parasite, which now is called Red Revenge because Tin Can was like, bro, it sounds too similar to my mod, FNF versus White Parasite. Brother, you need to change it. I was like, okay, how about Red Revenge? He was like, okay. And yeah, that's how Red Revenge was born. Before it was called Red Parasite, if you check my old channel, ALJu, which is now dead since 2024. Right. All of the old arts and stuff, like the fact that I used to draw on paper is kind of crazy. How I made arts and crafts and stuff, until I got CapCut to make actual videos, which is like my digital era. And I kind of realized something. You know, since I lost my iPad back in 2024 due to in real life problems, yeah, I really missed that iPad. But it was about the friends we made along the way, like this Sigma cone-headed Cloudy right here, and the super helpful Snowy. Yeah, these two, they really helped me a lot when I lost everything, and they actually helped me make videos, which is how I got ALJu to come to be, which is a replacement of ALJu. And many people are like, what the hell happened to ALJu? Well, long story short, he's dead. Rest in peace. But something greater has emerged. Basically where we are right now. Yeah, sure, I don't really post a lot as much as I do back then, because back then I had all the software and stuff, and CapCut wasn't greedy as hell. Now CapCut is greedy as hell, so I can't make cool animations and stuff or covers. I mean, I do once in a while, but, you know, looking back at the past, back in 2023, it's not often they get to sit down and have these drawings and stuff. Like, man, I remember back in 2023 when me and Cloudy were trying to roast Ooh Cute Single, who now is no longer single, so, man, times have changed. Man, I feel old, but also, I'm gonna feel even older later. Right. Today, I'm 15 years old. And you gotta remember, this is 2026. So back then, I was only 12. Crazy, right? Yeah, I know. How time passes by. Man, my art style has really gotten better. And honestly, I'd love to continue making videos like this, but also, I just wanted to say, it's not often that you cherish the past until you lose it. Of course, I won't be able to really make Roblox video now because I use a laptop, which I really do miss the good old times where I could just record with my iPad and kind of just goof off and stuff. But hey, we have something greater now. A channel that runs on Red Revenge and so much more. But honestly, you know, time's been getting busy. I've been posting less. But look how far we've come. Look at my art style. Honestly, I just want to say, I'm really touched for all those who stayed by my side. Those who maybe aren't even in these drawings, or those who are, such as Snowy, Cloudy, and Mr. Yushman. These guys the goats for real. And honestly, shout out to Yelster. This guy really helped me a lot on both my mod and my arc when I was trying to defeat a Yushman. This guy really helped. So now me, him, and Yushman are low-key homies. And so are me and a Die too. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah, me and these two, we're all homies. And honestly, I owe a lot to Nanda too. This guy, he not only voices the Red Imposter, but also makes most of the sprites. And honestly, without him, we wouldn't be here. There would be no Red Revenge, and it would not have released back in April 1st, 2025. So thank you, Nanda. And just over here, if you didn't know, Yeah, she actually voices Yella. Yeah, this is her OC. You can actually see her in the mod too, but no spoilers for that. And Jonathan, oh boy, this guy, he's kind of annoying, but honestly, yeah, I do have my moments with him, and honestly, yeah, he's not that bad of a guy, just, you know, annoying, but still, we've had history. And my best friend, Caleb, he doesn't appear much in the videos, but I believe back in 2023 or 2024, I made a video about me, Jonathan, Caleb, and Adam, which, Adam's actually in week 6. Don't know if you guys recognize him though. Like, basically, week 6, broken boundaries is basically kind of like, you know, the OG friends with me, but also having our own Among Us conflict. And this is Axolotl 090, Johnny Boy 7, whatever you call him. This guy, I'm gonna have a lot of fun destroying this guy, but yeah, we'll see. No spoilers. And this guy, okay, maybe he's not gonna be in the mod, but still, he means a lot to me. And Savina, she's really helped me throughout all these years. Like, sure, we've had like our fair share of dramas and beef, but yeah, did you know she actually shares the same birthday as Razzle Dazzle? You know, this goober right here. Yeah, they actually share the same birthday, so they're kind of twins. But yeah, this bud did something different. She never left me. If anything, she's still standing here till this day. Honestly, she's a great friend. Like, man, I do owe lots of stuff to her too as well, like mod concepts. In fact, that's why she's my left-hand woman. But anyways, enough about that. Yeah, before I go, I want to show you guys something. Surprise! That's right, guys. I'm finally doing a face reveal. Officially. Like back in 2024, sure, I did body reveals and stuff, but I don't think I fully revealed my face. So here you go, guys. The blue goober in real life. And also, as for the channel, there's so much more yet to come. Sure, we may have lost a lot back then, but trust me on this one. There's so much more I haven't done yet. It's not just Red's Revenge, guys. There's so much more yet to come. Stay tuned, guys. Love you all. Happy birthday to me. Goodbye.